According to YouTube, I do not have enough subscribers to sustain myself. So please like and subscribe. And if you want a coaching session, click the top link in the bio. Otherwise, sit back and take some notes and enjoy the video.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll find you.
Dude, I've actually been curious where the fuck that lineup was.
Yeah, it's on the white thing.
I
I think that's what I mean.
kept fucking it up.
Wait.
A main. We decided to kind of play towards art. We
Looks like they're
Bro,
going
how do you
walk
walk
here.
at me? Dude.
When you're walking away here, I mean, wait, do we see everyone? Do we know how many we saw? I don't know if you counted everybody.
Looks
and
like
that's
they're
fine,
going
but
Bro,
you should
how do
always have like your gun out and like walk backwards, because a lot of people like to sit here and like do this like
What?
late work shit. So you gotta be careful.
Dude.
Okay, you shift to the
Planning.
walk through this.
Spike planted.
Okay, I like
Planted
that.
there.
Good shot.
Nice.
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 There.
Scale up right.
Last
you
player
walk.
standing. One enemy remaining.
Nice try. Honestly, not a bad round. I don't think you really played that terribly. You had no kit up. You
There.
had, I mean, like,
Last
honestly,
player standing.
yeah, I'm fine with this. This round was fine. It's something
I'll
you'll get
find
more
you.
used to. Eye's good. You're gonna go grab the orb. Okay.
I'll be
That's fine. Seems like we're actively doing a lot more now, which I like. Why do you choose not to flank here? Is it because you have a classic?
It's because I have a classic and Reyna's also flanking, and like I guess I could have gone with Reyna, but I don't know. Something in my body was just like, I'm gonna re-clear mid and then just like try grouping with them.
I don't think you like,
And
need
let
to
Reyna
be
work
clear
it,
mid, right?
but-
Because like the odds. Okay, let's think about this logically. What are the odds somebody's mid, right?
I'll be again.
And he goes for mid, right? I mean, yeah, somebody could have been sitting here and like hiding, tucked, I guess, but like the odds are like super low. And it's also really good for you and Reyna to both double flank, because like what happens essentially is either one of two things are gonna happen, right? You guys are either gonna play the trade, right? And you guys are gonna get a kill essentially, or what's gonna happen is like you can bait for one another, right? So like one person go break the trip, go run at them, die, and then the other person gets free kills, right?
That makes sense.
So it's like it's kind of like one of those situations where remember this round we're playing for economy damage and orbs, over like actual like, winning the round, right? Because like I'm fine with you not going flank if like you guys are on a buy round, but like you're not on a buy round, right?
I have a classic. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go this way. One hole.
Spike planted.
Round becomes winnable. I like the util usage. I think if you're gonna like flick this dog, you gotta at least flick it towards here instead of throwing.
Yeah.
It this. So it's just something. Might have been a micro mistake.
Oh.
Bam.
Good kill.
One hole. Oh, I troll here with my util. Sadly.
Where are you? Last player standing.
Yeah. The dog didn't get there. I actually don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The fade. Okay.
They changed
Yeah,
it.
they
It used
changed
to.
it. Oh my god, the guy from Twitter. Oh my god, is that the vlogger? FR slush
Where are you?
for real
Last
slush.
player standing.
Anyway. But yeah, no, I forgot. I always forget about this. I was like, wait, why didn't it go back call? I actually forgot that they even changed it by 0.5 seconds.
Where are
Honestly, I'm gonna chalk that up as a all right, let's remember that next time type of thing.
Yeah.
I generally the
Listen.
way you played these first two rounds, I'm
Like
like
a full
fine with
armor
it.
Marshall.
Bring them down.
Dogs. I don't like this dog. I'm just not a fan of it. It's at 130. There's a Viper wall in front of you. It's not like you're gonna actively push with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if they were mid, like you probably would have heard them run, and like if they're not, it's like you can just hold the wall for a little bit.
Heard them drop.
There's like
Yeah.
trip, you have double stack.
Fucking
There's like no
huge,
real
dude.
value in the dog. Okay, the dog. Okay, you have to understand like timings of things, of like and how things work, right? So the first dog is bad because it's 130 in the round, right? So think about the timings of like 130, right? What happens at 130? If they were walking down and if they full walk down like this, it doesn't really matter because we have a Viper wall that cuts us off and we can just play here and we can just like sit here and we don't have to do anything, right? Because we still have chamber trip up here. Both our teammates are alive at B and our chamber is like hovering towards like this side of the map, right? So we don't have to do anything right now. It's like you're trying to be active for no, like you're trying to be active because you're getting antsy, and that's why the dog becomes bad. Okay, you rotate to spawn off of contact.
Find
So this
you.
eye.
They're in, they're in,
Should
they're-
always calm this just to be safe. It's a calm things.
That makes sense. Pushing B-link.
Here, because your Reyna's on a flank, you should be trying to be really annoying. Like you should try to like throw dogs at them and like fight them, right? So as your Reyna's here, like I feel like right now, like you know what, like to me it looks like you don't know what to do from this spot, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So one, I don't really like going heaven at all in the first place. A lot of times it's either going to be Astra smoked or there's going to be a Viper wall that's like cutting it like this. So like I'm not a big fan of it. I'd rather see you just like go here and like dog from here. And even then, like the rotation path through spawn, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'd rather see people rotate like this. I just think it's more efficient to rotate like this, because like think like if they do this, right, and you do rotate through spawn, it's like you're giving up just so much map control, right? Because your teammates that were on B side are gonna fall back to spawn anyway, so you got to think majority of the time you'll have spawn control either way, right?
There.
May not be link.
Plus, most people are chicken shits to push the spawn, right? So.
Last player standing.
No, that makes sense.
There.
I think my thought process was I want to throw the orb on top of the thing, and I felt like I could get an eye faster,
you
but
can,
I probably could get an eye
There is an eye
faster
from here,
just from
actually.
connector.
You can throw an eye from here
Yeah.
to here, if you wanted to. This is an eye that I found randomly, and I'm pretty sure they probably actually have it on Valorant. Haunt? They don't. Okay, but there's an eye that you can throw. I saw it in a pro match where you threw it from here, and it lands on top here. And it actually
Okay.
scans over a Viper wall that's like right here. So if the Viper wall's like right here, and they're anywhere like past this line, it'll scan them over it, so it's free spam kills for your team. I think a
guys hear
lot of
anything?
times, like, okay, this is like activity, right? Like once you get to this stage in the game, you should be thinking about like, this is like, because you know how now, to me, it looks like you're more active in the mid round, which is great. I love that from you. Like mid round, we're being more active, we're thinking more about our decision making. I think you do need to still think more in the pre-round though, of like the enemy's patterns, right? So like paying attention to what they're doing. Like a lot of times they either just fully take A, or they're like mid to B, right? So like if you're throwing this eye, right, I'd rather see you throw this eye, the one you threw here, and then start like literally just pushing and taking this part of the map, right? In this situation, right, on this game
Sounded like
because like
the
Yeah.
it's just
British
based off what they're doing. So start thinking a little bit more pre-round on what they're doing and how you can abuse it, right? I'm still trying to get you, you know, all this time out of this
Spike
like
down, B.
fundamental perfect play, which I think is like necessary for us for growth. If you're gonna throw this eye, feel free to literally just run it down B if nobody hits it. Like you have your chamber on the line, right? So it's like you can stand right here, and then like if this eye hits nothing, like the amount of times I've literally just like full sprinted down B and like been right here at like 15, because like you always think about like what advantage does that give us as a team, right? Like, well, we only have to worry about this side of the map, right? And then if we get to like here, then we only have to worry about this, right? And like the line just keeps getting thinner and thinner, and that means your 4 condensed bonobos are going to be in the same spot, right? Which gives them a higher probability of playing together, you know? I think you need to be less fearful doing that. So Winsies. So I know Winsies
Bring
for
them
sure.
down.
No one's to my left, so let's try to find the other.
Okay, well maybe pulling
I
out
don't
our
know,
dog
man.
in the middle of the open will not win us those. But something you can do here is like,
other.
yeah, I mean your concept is like good, like, oh, one's to the left, I want to find the other. You can just like walk up the map, or like you can just like chuck a dog. So like, remember how this is like a really good situation to like flick the dog, if you know what I mean. Like literally just like trail it and lead it towards here and then like walk up, because your other dog went here, right? So it's like trail it, walk up to like right here, and then like try to peek this guy or something along those lines, right? And see if you can get the kill, or like trail it and then like try to scale up and like get to here, right? And then like fight this guy from here, and just like hope that there's nobody.
Bring them down.
One towards art.
Mid.
Mid.
I feel like this dog, like when you like think about it, like at the timing, right? Like it just doesn't make any sense, right? It's like 128. We don't really need this information yet. Like it's like if we want to, we can just like jiggle it with our body,
One
and
towards
then like
art.
see if somebody's close to us, rather than like
Mid.
you know just throwing a dog at them. Like dogs are used more like in a fighting sense, like a re-clearing sense, so like we don't have information,
Yo,
right?
KO art.
So it's like one of those
Yeah.
two scenarios. But like using a dog for information that you already have, if that makes sense.
I'll find you.
Through our eye, that's fine. This dog is like, eh, right? It's like if you're gonna throw the dog and you're gonna flick it, at least get close, right? It's like you always want to.
Yeah.
Like, I always use this double doors as a reference in my head. Like when you're right here, that's when you throw the dog. But I'd rather see, if you're gonna throw any piece of utility, I'd rather you either one, have your gun out here, or two, throw like a tether to clear sign, right? So that way you essentially clear everything except for backhaul, right? So that's like
Okay.
something I would do with the utility sequence. And this dog just like really doesn't do anything unless that this person is like literally right like here, like right here, or in the middle of the open, like behind the pillar, right? Those are the only places the dog will really get to. But if they're tucked, it like won't even hit that way. So. This tether doesn't really make any sense. Doesn't really do much. Like I understand why you're throwing it there, because something's there, but like it doesn't really do much. I'd play on site here because it's post plant spot. They can defuse it. They can long arm it. So I would
88
just
on
fight
KO
site
2
here.
link. They kind of forced.
Yeah.
I'll find you. Bring them down.
Okay.
Take hold.
In this sort of situation, right? Okay. So this is what I mean now. This is what I mean by like the whole fucking dog thing. And this is why I don't think Fade's like the agent for you. Like when you do this, like I want like I get it. Like I get what you're doing, but I want you to like almost start getting more aggressive, bro. Like just like fighting with them, like flick them, like clear this left and immediately flick it and let go, right? Because like think about this, right? When you know the timing of your dog, right? How far can my dog go? My dog can go to about here, right? Roughly. Agreed? Like when I throw it from here, it can go to about there. So your only thing that you're trying to do is clear this angle. Once you clear this angle, you just flick it back and then you just like go with your gun out and you just run at them, right? But you're always controlling this dog to like the end. And when you do, I did see you start to flick it a little bit more and more, but it's like good. But yeah, I think that would have been really good for you to is like, you know, throw your tether, right? So it's like you throw your first dog, right, whatever, and you're like full committing here. You throw your second dog, you throw your tether for here, and then you just like run and you like fight this area. You fight for like backside. Like that'd be really efficient because it's like you use your whole kit and then you went and fought, you know?
Down A.
Ascendant Viper walls, guys. Very, very good Viper walls. Both of them, the walls are really confusing, I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand either of them. But yeah. Like, dude, you're just like chucking your util. Like, bro, just go fight. Like, just go fight, man.
One spawn.
It's okay, I promise.
No charges.
But yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm
When
not
you
a
see
Fade
people
player.
looking-
Get it down,
Yeah.
here's one.
Like, you want to use your whole kit for some reason. You always go into this place where, like, you never want to leave A main. I don't know what it is. But, like, maybe on Sova this would work. Because you'd have, like, dart and, like, shock darts and stuff. And, like, a little bit better. But, like, on Fade, like, you should just be going into site. You kind of want to take control of, like, one of these areas. So the basic rule of thumb is, like, when you're in a post plant, you only want them to be able to come from, like, 2 places, right? You want to fight for, like, 1. Or, like, you want to have control of 2 of the entries. At least 50% of the entries, ideally 75. And the attackers want to have control of 75% of the entries, right? So that's like kind of the point, right? So like if they have a late flank and then like if they have a late flank and then they have these 2, you don't really have to worry too much about art, right? Or something along those lines, right? So that would be like 3. But yeah, you need to just like, because if you give them all 3 entry paths, then just like think about their thought process. Oh, they're all A main. We know where they all are. Call into art for your team.
There.
You try to run out to catch up with your Reyna.
I let him up.
Two art.
Go.
Good by her.
Bro, Phoenix and Reyna mid.
It's fine. This dog is
double
just
door.
like, not the best. I understand why you do it.
Eat
Not the
the
best.
same bit.
If your teammate's fighting art, something you should get in the habit of doing when planning is planning right here. It seems weird, but like it leaves it open to an art and a main post plant. And like if they don't have this art control, it's really annoying to deal with, right? Because it's like, fuck, what do we do now, right?
One more there, right now.
That makes
So
sense. That
it
makes
opens
sense.
up to more post plant.
Nice.
It's like here, it's like you got these kills, and then it's like, well,
It's planted for main if
now
you can
we
get
have
there.
to all
Yes,
come back to
Luna.
main, right? But
You have Molly's Viper or no?
Yeah.
Where are
Haunting?
you?
on
One
forces
enemy
them
remaining.
all. You're just like swinging here. Yeah, I think you're like hesitant to swing. That's what I mean. Like you're kind of hesitant to fight, but yeah.
Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below because God, I'd suck someone's dick to get put in the algorithm. YouTube, if you're watching this, just let me know.